Hello everyone, I'm Forrest McFreelava, and this is Let's Play Italy and Hearts of Iron 3, number 18. We're going to go ahead and first of all shuffle our production around to get rid of any excess. Evidently, we're just not producing enough to get rid of all the excess. Is that true? That can't be true. We'll just take forward a moment and see. Really? That's odd. Well, okay, whatever. I guess we're just going to waste 2 production for some reason. A lot of battles are happening. Apparently we're fighting the German Navy, which is a little bit unexpected. I wasn't aware they had a navy in, well, at all, to be honest. These forces are all going to keep charging up. These units will send over. Everyone in general will just keep moving. And we'll just try to charge forward through France, through everything. And hopefully just beat the Germans just throughout, everywhere. Let's see, this battle is going very poorly. Battle of Vesoul. Wow, evidently this group has just been destroyed by that German force next to them. Let's see, these forces will all keep charging forward. We could just destroy this German force, or we could just charge deeper into their countryside. We'll destroy it, just to be safe. We won the Battle of Munich, I believe. This battle's apparently going well too. Right here's going rather poorly, which is a bit shocking, honestly. So we'll just stop fighting that, though. We won and sank a good portion of their fleet. We'll move over there to just trap what's left. This battle's going rather poorly. We could stay here and hope for the best, or just gun it forward. This battle's not going very well, so we'll stop fighting it. We will actually pull back here. It's not really worth the fight. A bunch of victories have been achieved, or attained, whatever you want to call it. And we'll just send all these groups up. This battle's going kind of poorly. We'll send that group back to go fight them. That battle is won. Alright, so everyone's doing their job pretty well. Pretty well. Not great, but pretty well. We'll go destroy that that Slovakian army and charge up towards their capital. These forces, let's go battle that German group. All of these forces will charge up. All of these forces will also charge up. All these guys, once again, charge up. Let's see. This unit will attack right there. These 2 units will attack right there. The infantry will support them. And we'll just keep going. Let's see. What's wrong with our production? Why is this not working well? I don't understand. Alright, we'll just let it do its thing from there throughout. Alright, looks like we're under attack kind of significantly in at least one area. These units will keep charging up. That battle's still going kind of poorly, so we'll roll around. Let's take a look at all the places where our attacks aren't going too well. And try to make them actually go a little bit better in the future. So right here we'll go over and attack and help. There we go, now that battle's going very well. That battle's going a bit poorly, but we captured one of their nuclear reactors, which is probably going to be a great boon for us. These forces will keep going up. This group will go around. This group will just go up. And this group will go up too. One of these groups will go around. One of these groups will go with the headquarters. Alright, so we'll leave this group where it's at. We did lose that battle, but that isn't too big of a deal. This battle's going much better all of a sudden, which is pretty nice. And we'll just keep moving all of these troops forward. Now you'll notice we haven't bothered with really marking the frontiers or anything for this war. And that's mainly because I don't imagine this war is going to last all that long. It really does seem as though it'll be a pretty straightforward thing. We're just gonna romp on in through the German lands. Hopefully just, you know, destroy them, win the war, save the world, all that stuff. And hopefully do it in a way that's pretty convenient and not really much of a fight. This battle's going rather poorly, which is a problem. Looks like we won right here, though, which is pretty nice. Can we win right here? Yeah, probably. Cool. This group will actually go over and around and try to encircle that group. Maybe we'll win right here because they'll just give the battle up. Oh, it looks like we'll just win anyway. Cool. Where are the victory points? Yeah, just kind of spread out, so we'll just keep making a general advance. Alright, we're winning some of these battles. We can probably just charge into there. That's going alright, not great, but not bad. These units are pressing forward, doing well. That group will make it near Warsaw, which is all they really need to do. We'll go take Lodz. And it looks like we will win the Battle of Warsaw pretty straightforwardly. And yeah, we've won. So we'll just roll over there to keep them from retreating. Right here, there's a battle going not at all in our favor. So we'll stop attacking. Although it still isn't going too much in our favor. Alright, we are winning these battles just throughout, though. This unit will keep just going up. We will actually try to just encircle and destroy that German group. Alright, we'll finally win that battle, although it did cost us quite a bit more than I had hoped. All these units will charge up to Vienna. And these units will all charge forward. Looks like we lost that battle, but we'll hopefully just charge in and win the surrounding engagements. And it looks as though we will win that, so that's good. We'll just wait there for a moment until that garrison despawns. There they go. We'll just chase everyone up then. Can we win right here? Yes. Also, we have another ship ready to go. We'll run out of fuel eventually. Supply organization we can't really get. We can get more technologies than we're currently researching, so let's see. Oh, assault weapons, bridging equipment, improved security units, all good things. Fighter craft, bombers, capital ships, industry, secret. Let's see. Let's get some of these resource production techs. Those will all eventually be helpful too. So we'll go forward with that. Looks like Belgium is still existing, at least in their new kind of rump state form. We'll press these forces around to win that battle. We won it immediately. This group's going to retreat just because there's actually significant enemy resistance. That battle was basically lost just now, but we'll just try to encircle them. Can we win this battle yet? Yes. Alright, and these troops will all move forward when they get the chance. Apparently the Battle of Ulm is going very poorly, so we'll stop wasting our troops on that. And hopefully they'll give up in this battle. They just did. Cool, good, good. We'll just charge forward and defeat Slovakia. Battles all throughout the front being won. Apparently we lost in Salzburg. Although, does that really matter? We'll also take Nuremberg in a moment. Okay, that was Salzburg. I guess that does actually matter. Victories throughout. Forces will continue to drive deeper into German territory. Hopefully these forces will be able to move forward in a moment. Alright, these forces have all piled up. We need to get them moving again. These guys will all charge forward. We're pressing deeper and deeper into German territory, which is nice, or at least German occupied territory, we could call it. Alright, that's all going well. Apparently they have evacuated from Ulm despite being able to hold it. I don't really mind that though, that's pretty okay by me. Everyone continues to press forward. More flotilla elements. Now it looks as though a lot of the battles are just being won without anything even resembling a fight, which is pretty alright. It's pretty good, in fact. Just really good. It's a nice way to fight a war, when you don't really have to fight. And it's hardly even a war. Can we just use this group of infantry to charge that? Maybe. Looks like we're under attack by some cavalry, which is weird. The Germans are apparently using cavalry against us now, launching cavalry assaults in desperation. Ironically, this is taking place in Poland. Yep, let's see, where's an air group with only 2? Apparently they all have 3 now. I guess we have a completely new air force. So there we go, more naval units. Alright, now we'll send these units up to just continue the encirclement of Slovakia's capital. And this final group will get ready to just attack directly. And it looks as though the German resistance is also about to break down, which is pretty nice because it's been a very, very short war. And if we can just destroy their resisting forces this soon, then that'll just be completely ridiculous almost. I mean, look at it. We've already driven this deep into Germany. I'm shocked that their surrender progress is as low as it is. We might want to just stay on the victory point map mode because that's the only one we're really going to need. Alright, looks like we just destroyed that unit immediately. That force isn't doing very well, so we'll just stop. We are pressing up through the Maginot Line. Everyone's gunning it. Sadly, it looks as though the one place we actually skipped is a victory point right there. With the day ticking over, we now have supplies here, so we'll just charge that important city. Looks like we'll win. We did win the Battle of Danzig very quickly. This unit will retreat again because they're still not really well organized. This unit will go rush over and take that. We're going to carve our way to Berlin in the near future. Hopefully rather near. Not so much future. Hopefully it'll just be a very quick and easily done thing. We'll attack the Slovakian capital. It looks as though that's going okay. This attack is going much less great, but we'll bring some forces over. These troops are going to continue their advance up into Prague and further into just the German countryside. Looks as though we're under attack right there, which is bold of them. The Battle of Graz is still not going very well. We are losing some organization pretty quickly, but we're going to just try for the best. Or try and hope for the best. These guys will all march forward. Looks like that battle is going to be lost, which is sad. And probably spells defeat for this army attacking. We now control the Polish corridor, which is nice. A bit out there for Italy to control, but we'll still just take it and not really question it. These forces are all just going to drive forward into the German occupied French territories. We also should have all of our Marines ready to go. I remember this a little late. So let's see, let's get this second Armada up. We'll rebase them and start taking over Vichy French corps, or victory points more specifically. So we may as well defeat Vichy France. We could do that really at any point, but we may as well do it now or sooner to now than later. But really that does detract from our just moving forward across the front. Not in a real sense, just in the sense that it'll distract the camera, and that'll be annoying to comment on in the speed play. So we might just wait to attack and take those vital Vichy French territories just for the sake of videographic convenience, I guess we could call it. Cinematographic? I don't even, clearly I'm just bad at words. Like, if there's a word, I just kind of make it up at this point. Oh well, it doesn't matter. These forces are all aiding the fight for Graz now. It's still going just spectacularly poorly. We have conquered Slovakia, which is pretty bad news if you're any German unit near Slovakia, and there are a lot. Maybe not a lot, but there are at least a few. This battle is the new Battle of Graz, just in the sense that it's not going well at all. Apparently the Battle of Graz is just continuing to be the same Battle of Graz we know and hate. Alright, these forces will just join up and try to attack, and that's going well. We've defeated all the German client states, or puppet states. Production, we need to produce even more things. Escorts. Let's get 40 additional industrial capacity worth of escorts, and 40 additional industrial capacity worth of convoys, and that will help us out later on when we go to war with the United States. These forces will all continue their drive forward. And you'll see that a lot of German resistance is really just, at this point, basically hypothetical. But not all of it. And that's the important thing, is to note which parts of German resistance are just nonsense and which are actually legitimate threats to our armored forces as they drive forward. Oops, apparently there was a rebellion in somewhere called Montier. There's a rebellion up here which we'll deal with. Oh, we also forgot about the Finnish front. So hopefully we'll win that battle. We'll send this troop around. We should get the victory points, just 3 victory points. We could probably even land with our Marines on Finland and just do a Marine naval invasion of them. Ultimately though, the war is just driving on forward into Germany's heartland pretty quickly. We have taken over all of their nuclear facilities, which is a pretty good thing to take. And we'll try to roll around over there. Alright. Looks like we'll be able to just cut off a large portion of these rather frustrating German defenders. These groups will all charge up in the general direction of Berlin. All these side battles are being won pretty straightforwardly and pretty handedly. Even on this weird portion of front, we're able to just keep going forward and really wherever. Hey, our rocket test site is done. We'll place that in occupied Budapest because I'm dumb and that was a terrible mistake. But nevertheless, that means we can start researching. Alright, never mind, we can't because I placed that in a terrible spot because I'm really dumb. Well, alright. Production, rocket test site, we'll build another one. We'll rush that. Yep. Let's not give that over to AI control. That's a good way to get everything turned off and just destroyed. Alright, this unit's under attack. We'll pull back the very disorganized troop and also this other group. Hopefully though, we'll make the Germans regret their choice by just encircling all of their forces, eventually. These units are all either attacking or under attack. We won right here, so we'll just follow up. Can we win right here? Maybe, but let's not try. Alright. There are some German counterattacks, so we'll retreat from there. That's actually very bad. So I may have to fall back from that battle. Invasion tactics we can't research. Or at least it's not effectively. We'll have to leave that battle where it's at, even though it's rather unfortunate. Right here we'll fall back from. Right here we'll charge forward to. These units will complete an encirclement. These units will rush over there. Let's see, this battle's going much less terribly all of a sudden. Everyone else is just charging forward. Looks like we're under attack by their garrison, which is peculiar. Hopefully we'll be able to overwhelm them. That unit is in a pretty bad spot. But we can retreat into our own country. This unit is making a fairly decent run of that attack, even just by itself. We'll attack everywhere else as much as we can. Looks like we're under attack there, but it's going well for us, not the Germans. Some Slovakian forces are fighting us still. Or I guess we'll just send our headquarters over there and just target some major French cities and apparently radar facilities. Everyone else continues forward. Let's see. Probably bring that army down, or just send them up towards Berlin still. This battle's not going great, so we'll just probably encircle around them from as many directions as we can. These units will attack that German infantry group. And I'm sure we'll be able to win this war fairly soon. Just because, look at it, we've charged so far forward into Germany. Look at that. That is just ridiculous. How do they even exist as a state anymore? Well, I guess simply because they're running off of the inertia of a country that hasn't quite realized it's been defeated. That battle's going a little poorly. We'll try to just rush on over and support them. All these German units are just trapped. We're not even destroying the encircled groups, or even really just closing down what areas they own. At this point, we're kind of just generally ignoring the fact that they even exist anymore. And the crazy part is, it's going well. Or maybe not well, but it isn't going poorly. Well, no, it is going very well. Let's see, whoops. Let's see, victory point. If we can get them, victory points. Alright, so we are driving into basically the heartland of what remains of Germany. Please stop clicking. There we go. Alright, these forces will just keep going. More nationalists have risen up somewhere or other. Oh, all in Spain. So send them over and back. This unit will send over and back. Some battles are going slightly less than great for us, but it doesn't really seem like it matters. Alright, all of our forces are generally, though, making some good solid progress. And hopefully we'll be in the heartland of Germany fairly soon. Most of the battles are winning, or are ending in our victories, which are pretty good ways for these battles to be going. Don't need to say that, that's kind of a non-statement. Alright, we'll hopefully win that battle against those German resisting forces. We'll try to just cut that group off. We're charging straight for Berlin and the capital and heartland of Germany. They're 30% of the way towards surrender, which is just ridiculous. How are they holding up so well? These Nazi Germans sure do seem to be driven. To just a peculiar degree. Alright, all these forces are going up and around and just wherever they can. We're winning some of the battles on the sides. A lot of our forces are now kind of just caught where they're at. Not in the sense that they're in any danger, just that supply lines are a bit of a mess, and really just everything around is a bit of a mess. And the war is a bit of a mess. Can we win with this really disorganized, crazy group? No, so let's not. Let's not attempt to. Alright, these forces are moving forward. These guys, can you hold out until support can come, hopefully. Alright, and we are winning a lot of the battles. Dieberg really being the only one we're not winning, just insanely. The only one that isn't just a complete rout of enemy forces without a fight. Listen, this unit up to support. It's not great. We'll probably roll these units around. Victorious battle after victorious battle. Alright. And overall, everything's going fine, just generally throughout. This battle is not going to actually save those troops, so we're going to just retreat. And we'll get those reinforcements up. This battle is going with a war score of 8, which is just a disaster. Now 13. Now 17. Judenburg, we won the Battle of Berlin. Wow, we're already at Berlin. Well, goodbye, Nazi higher command elements. Are there any victory points here? Not anymore. We'll still probably do well to roll around into these German units. Just smash them up a bit. Places like Dresden we're going to treat very kindly. And just sort of seize control over. Apparently these German units didn't quite get the memo. And they're attempting something akin to a breakout. Which, let's see, still doesn't actually net them really anything. This battle though is going poorly, so we'll stop fighting it. Everyone else is doing very well. These units will charge over and around. Weirdly enough, their cavalry is doing a bit of damage to us. Or maybe not damage, but they're definitely fighting us more than a lot of their other units. We have seized Berlin, the capital of Nazi Germany. And, you know, just regular Germany. And with that, we can probably just roll up through all of these other areas, these other key cities. Hopefully make some progress and defeat them. Frankfurt am Main. We'll leave some forces back. Everyone's gunning it. Alright. This battle is going poorly. We are under attack in a few areas, mainly just where they have local superiority despite all the odds and all the just everything going on. There we go, that unit's destroyed. These units are winning. What about Brandenburg? We can hopefully win that. Alright, we're making a lot of pretty great victories. Battle of Dresden we've won, which was interestingly our defense of Dresden. That unit will just have to retreat. These units will all rush up and try to just defend the line. Alright, so yeah, we're carving through really quickly. All sorts of Belgian militia units, which we're going to just start cleaning up because we are still at war with the Belgians. We didn't just give up on that. That's still sort of a huge deal. The whole war on the Western Allies. We are part of that. These groups will just attack various enemy forces with. Everywhere we're really just winning. And yeah, it looks as though, although the whole army is just a chaotic mass of troops and forces just kind of rolling about. Did we lose the Battle of Memel? We did. Okay. I'm sure we'll get it back later. These forces will retreat. These forces will stay put. The corps, or the headquarters, will fall back, but the actual units will stay. More naval units. Just into the navy that we have doing nothing. Just building up. Let's go charge on to Frankfurt am Main. We'll battle this group of German mountain units and do well against them. We can probably charge on Paris. I doubt the Germans are going to have very much in the way of forces defending that. Let's see, are there any key victory point cities? Some in southern France, some right there. These units will go after those. Battle of Reims. What is this? Oh, the Irish have landed. How fascinating. Alright, so our Irish puppet have landed troops on Western Europe. Speaking of just landing troops on places, it looks as though Japan is halfway conquered by the United States. And the Eastern Front is just going mediocre in general. Doesn't matter all that much. Yeah, look at that difference we've made just now. The Germans are really falling apart. Alright, that's just in France. Apparently Paris is the new capital of the German Reich, which raises a few questions, but okay. Yeah, so that's just a thing now. The German Reich centered in Paris, Germany. Paris, Germany. So we'll go seize Paris, Germany. Make it Paris, Italy. One of our major cities in the nearish future. We'll also charge onto that victory point. These units will rush up. This unit will rush over to support. And the armored will probably just rush around and later support. Alright, these forces are all driving over to these key victory points. We'll just let them do that. And it will really be a race to see which of our random thrusting forces will actually make it to their destinations and break the Germans first. It's really up in the air. Can we win this battle? Probably not, but it is important, so we'll keep fighting it anyway. These forces all driving forward. Looks like the run on Paris is going fairly well. Darn it, I keep hitting that when I need to go to victory point map mode. What is this under progress at right now? 83%. We're nearly there. How's the Battle of Paris going? 26, not great, not terrible. We'll fall back from there. We're still going to hold this battlefield though, as long as we can. And this unit will go over to there. Sadly, it looks as though this battle won't just be so one-sided. They're actually defending Kiel. Alright, victories basically everywhere. Let's see. We can go ahead and support this unit now. Where is 1st Tactical Bomber? They're way over here. We haven't used our tactical bombers at all in this war so far. We'll rebase them over here. Eventually, once they get there. Let's go support our boys. Tactical bombers, go tactically bomb these guys. Paris, the capital of the German Reich, is going to fall hopefully in the near future. It looks as though they have abandoned Kiel. Battle of Prague has been lost. We'll go battle our way back into the city. And just throughout the countryside around it. So yeah, those German forces, even though they are still existing and may be a problem later on, well, I mean, if they're not a problem soon, they'll never be able to be a problem again. We lost the Battle of Frankfurt am Main, but we can still bomb them. No one says we can't do that. Let's see, where is 2nd Tactical Bomber? They're over here in Crimea too. We'll rush them over. Battle of Hamburg has been won. Is that a victory point? It is. Good, you can just stay there. All these units will just continue to thrust into the area, more or less haphazardly. Victory point map mode, just charge over. Will this garrison group do any better, or this group do better against the garrison? It looks like they will, somewhat. More research is possible, which is always nice. Secret, no, nothing. Let's see. Land, nothing. Naval. Oh, commerce defense. That would have been good to get at some point. Alright, that group isn't doing very well, so we'll just hold off. Alright, these forces are roaming around. Looks like this whole area is just about to break down and just fall apart into our control, which is pretty nice. So yeah, this is just a hodgepodge mess of areas that was once Germany. Which is kind of how we want it. Victory point map mode, please. There we go. We'll rush into Bratislava. And generally just achieve our objectives as quickly as we can. That's not a victory point, but this city is, so we'll rush over to Hamburg. We've captured the German capital of Paris, Germany. We're winning the Battle of Luxembourg and charging up against all of these various forces. And we'll rush over to Dusseldorf. We've won the Battle of Frankfurt am Main. Our units are having a bit of issue with supply throughput. Most of their victory points are still under our control. Looks like they abandoned that key victory point foolishly. And our units continue to drive into their heartland. That battle's not going well, but we'll just leave our force there. Alright, that battle's going well. Hopefully they're near surrendering. Oh, that must have been it. There we go! Alright. Bam! Just like that, we have annexed Germany. Conquered Germany. Oh god, we've puppeted Slovakia. That's disgusting. Hopefully someone will go destroy that remaining thing. But we now have control over the Mediterranean, which is pretty great. There is apparently a Canadian force that now controls this bit of just the Netherlands and Low Countries. We'll deal with that in a moment. Also apparently Denmark. Finland, we keep forgetting to actually invade them. So we'll just send our units on attack moves. Let's see. These various troops will just send in the general direction of that area, where they'll hopefully just destroy those forces eventually. We'll give them better orders as they get closer. For right now, though, we'll load up all of our Marines. And let's see, get some victory point map modes up. We'll just take over Vichy France next. Alright, production. Let's see, what should we produce? Flotilla. I guess another 2 carrier groups. Let's say 4 battle cruisers. Hopefully those are still good. 4 escort carriers. 4 heavy cruisers. 8 light cruisers. 16 destroyers. 8 more landing craft. And another 4 heavy cruisers. So there we go. Our Navy will take up the majority of our production and will hopefully be able to invade the United States by November or so. Just in a few months, really. Alright, let's select all these units. We'll attack with 2, and hopefully that'll be enough. Doesn't look as though there are any defenders, actually. Battle of Helsinki we have won. Apparently these Portuguese are all here. So we'll just roll on up with the mobile unit. Alright, these guys will give actual orders to, since we probably should. And just try to drive on through. Let's see, technology, industry, rocket engine we need to get. Alright. And since these are all militia groups, we're probably just going to roll through them. Should probably take over that area though. Helsinki is now ours. We'll roll over into their final portions. We have control over this area, so we'll rebase for a moment. Load everybody up. And just do some more victory point hopping. And it won't be too long before Vichy France is ours, which will secure our control over the Mediterranean. Disgruntled rabble way up here. We'll roll over and defeat them. A bunch of militia units fought us, but we won. Shocking, I know. We'll go ahead and rebase up here, technically. And then over to here. There we go, that's much better. And we'll once again just attack with 2 groups. Looks like they still aren't actually fighting us. And this group of Marines is going to be the main thing just throughout, as they are going to be the major force we use to just overthrow the United States and the world. And eventually, hopefully, pluck up even more naval forces, get a lot of convoys and escorts, and just really go just all out into a large offensive. Now we're going to attack the capital of Vichy France. Hopefully that will be enough to overthrow them completely. How are these units all doing? Doing fine. Just generally driving to the various coasts and whatnot. You guys go to Helsinki and just stay there. You guys keep going towards that last Finnish province. All sorts of victorious battles against the Belgians. And the Marines will finish their landing. We'll finish the conquest of Finland. Let's go ahead and look at diplomacy. None of them are doing very well now. And there are very few members in each of these factions. Hungary still is in it. Vichy France. Afghanistan, technically. Siam, Finland. The Axis will really just be a Japanese club at the end of this. We'll launch an attack with all of our Marines. Just get them a little bit of experience. Battleship armor, we'll not research then. We'll go ahead and get decryption and encryption, as we've really been just neglecting those. We've won that battle, and we'll just keep driving straight towards the final place in Finland. And in just a moment, our Marines will land and take over Vichy France, hopefully just ending their government. Nope, we actually still need to go after them. German nationalists. Ew. I mean, it's not unheard of. You would think that German nationalism would have taken a little bit longer to catch back on, but whatever. Is that Vichy France? That's new Vichy French capital over there. We'll temporarily rebase in Gibraltar and go rush over and chase down the Vichy French capital, which we'll hopefully be able to take in the next few moments. They haven't gone after any of their important cities which we've seized yet, so who's really to say what they're up to. Probably just a bunch of nothing, to be honest. Alright, we'll go hunt down that remaining unit. In just a couple seconds, we'll take over this last Finnish group. And really, we don't even need to send this armada home. We can probably just send them deeper into hostile territory and see what happens from there. So hopefully they'll get there eventually. Landing craft, we've conquered Finland. So that is now part of us. Norway appears to exist in some fashion. We'll go full speed just to get these guys where they need to go. And I'll just drop off one group because it doesn't look as though anyone's really there. And then we'll rebase here to pluck them up. Alright, we now control Vichy France. Alright, look at that. We are now most of North Africa. There is still all this Belgium nonsense going on. South Africa is ours. All of these hostile bits. United Kingdom, the African tribe, just kind of there. We control basically everything that was the Roman Empire. There is also this weird Canadian part of French Africa that's probably just going to exist forever. And we'll go ahead and rebase our forces over in Lisboa. Really, anywhere works. And there we go. We'll just destroy these groups. Now that we're actually able to pay full attention to them, and only them. We'll just roll right on through. Alright, and with all of Europe secure, or about to be secure at any rate, we'll just clean up this last remaining portion. I don't really expect any resistance. The Americans are here in really oddly considerable force, but they're not actually fighting the Swedes, so it doesn't matter, which is just kind of odd and a little bit game-breaking, but it works for us. All of these forces we're just going to clean up, and with that said and done, we will be the masters of Europe. There is still all this weird nonsense with apparently Japanese control in Slovakia. So we'll clean that up for our unfortunate Slovak puppets, even though everyone saw we did add the conquest war goal against them. Alright, and we roll through. And in just a moment, they will all cease to exist. So there we'll have it. Alright, we have conquered all of Europe, essentially. All that's left is going to be our invasion of the United States, which could really go either way, but we've got about 14 months with which to do it. Japan is basically dead. They are probably going to surrender to the United States in just a moment. However, we have managed to defeat Germany quicker than the United States was able to defeat Japan, so take that, United States. The Japanese armies are fighting in the Soviet Union still, kind of just being a problem. Soviet forces haven't really advanced, and probably won't. Evidently there is this weird bit of Chinese Asian control in our lands. We'll just let that happen for now. Eventually we might want to deal with that. Diplomatically though, we have really done a huge number on the Axis. The Allies are technically winning by a bit, but we'll be able to get rid of them shortly enough. And I am a little bit upset that Slovakia just kind of exists, but what are you going to do? At any rate, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, next up, we'll see how America fares. Thanks very much for watching.